Hi everyone, today I'm very excited because I have some amazing guests here today. I have Linda on the left and Terry, and they are the Psychic Twins. I'm sure you guys have seen them before with like Shane and Joey and Lisa, and I'm so excited that they're here with me today.
We're happy to be here.
Yeah. So excited to be in bed with Cat.
We asked her if she'd ever done a threesome, and she said, well, no, not like this.
But not with Psychic Twins. That's
Not with Psychic Twins. Never had a threesome with Psychic Twins. So there's a first for everything.
Let's not say we did.
Yes. If you guys want to do like a little introduction and just kind of say like your history, what you kind of do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're the world's only Psychic Twins and have been for years. We actually are the only documented psychics with a track record of over 1,500 world predictions on tape.
That's
on
amazing.
other people's shows, so we can edit them. And we predicted terror attacks, hurricanes, earthquakes, life-changing headlines.
Wow.
We predicted Orlando shootings, the mass shootings by ISIS, predicted Paris, Belgium, 9/11, Boston, all those awful things.
And
yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, and it's all on tape, and it's hard because we're also comedians, so we balance it out with the comedy, because we did comedy for many years in New York City and here. And so it sort of balances out that heaviness of predicting world calamities and catastrophes.
But we also have a track record of predicting hundreds of the biggest medical and health breakthroughs, Cat. So it's not all doom and gloom, okay?
It's not all doom and gloom, but you know, it's a lot. It's a lot to handle psychically and energetically. So we like to meet people like you, help lighten us up a little bit.
Well, man, I'm excited to hear what you guys have to say today. And by the way, real quick, they have some new shirts that they're wearing that I wanted to shout out for them. The Psychic Twins, what does it say underneath?
Yeah.
Travelers from the future.
Yes.
So
We have a new store. Thanks, Kat.
Our new Psychic Twins shop is now open, so click on the link below.
Yeah, it's all our original designs. But anyway, very excited. Lots of different merch, and we're going to keep adding stuff through the year.
Cool.
Catrific. We're so excited, Kat. I'm going to call you Kat.
Yeah, you can call me Kat.
Okay.
Meow.
Ooh. We're really excited to be here, and we have so many things to share with you. I mean, we were getting crazy stuff. Terry channeled that the dolphin was a power animal.
Yeah. Do you know what power totems are?
I do not.
Okay. Well, actually, power animals or power totems really help us to awaken us and awaken our energies, and they teach us certain spiritual truths about, you know, actually anything that you want to know. You can connect with your power totem, and both of us felt that the dolphin is your power animal. It's your main one. You have others, and yeah, some American Indian faiths believe that we have 7 power animals. We teach a meditation in our book, Psychic Intelligence, how to connect with your power totems and learn from them, Kat. And the dolphin is very, very interesting because it's all about intelligence and communication, and that's what you're about. And I like that. I like that about you. And it's also really teaching you to connect with breath and breathing and your emotions. So if there's anything repressed, why do I feel like there's something like you have to trust your inner GPS more? That there's a part of you, you're super psychic, but you don't trust it. That's what I get from you.
Okay, I can vibe with that for sure.
Do you have like psychic dreams or like clairaudience where you hear spirits or you hear voices?
I don't necessarily hear voices, but I do have a lot of dreams. I dream every night, and I remember my dreams. And I remember as a kid, I would have dreams that would come true, and I would tell them to my mom, and then that would actually like happen.
You were a psychic child, and that was going to be one of our points we were going to bring up.
Your mom's psychic too, by the way.
Oh, yeah, she is too.
You were your mother's mother in a past life. Where did I write it?
Oh,
I thought she said it might be Spain, no?
Yes, it was in Spain, right.
Also, you're ruled by 7 in Neptune, being born on your day. Gosh, I think you have Joey's birthday.
I do, yeah.
Joey
yeah.
Gustavo?
We have the same birthday.
Oh, for heaven's sake, I was like, gosh, you're birthday twins. Okay, because I just realized that we're not astrologers, but we play them on TV. We just refer a little bit to astrology. But because you're ruled by 7 Neptune, so much like Joe, you are really about dreams, fantasies, spiritual, almost religious feeling at times because of past lives that are connected with that. You're very ultra romantic at times, eccentric in your way. That's all part of being ruled by the number 7 in Neptune, which is very dreamy and watery. And, I think what is interesting being a Taurus, though, is you confront challenges. You're not afraid to confront challenges head on. You've overcome a lot with that. You've come out, so to speak, confronting things that were not so easy with other people.
Mm-hmm.
And you've really, I like the fact that you're a truth teller. We're very much truth tellers, and good for you. Keep doing it.
Well, I'm picking up on like a trauma of some kind when you were around the age of 7. Do you remember what that was? And it's okay if you don't, but sometimes when we're traumatized as children, we'll forget the experience. And so you may want to meditate just to kind of let it bubble to the surface. You may want to write. I'm picking up painting for you. For some reason, art and painting come in for you as very powerful channels of your energy. And I think for healing, did you ever do art or paint or design?
Yeah, I used to like paint a lot in high school.
Oh, I love that. We're painters as well, and I knew that about you. I want you to do more of that.
Absolutely.
Okay, because I think it'll really open you up to your psychic side if you want.
Balance her energies.
Yeah.
And really, actually, any of the arts, whether it's journaling, writing, photography, dancing, painting, that will all inform your intuition. And so you'll find yourself getting more psychically in tune with other people and events and situations. You'll know who not to go on a date with before you make that mistake, or after the first date you'll notice things you didn't notice before. Tuning in, but doing art, anything in the arts, even musical instruments or singing, will make you more in tune with your psychic GPS. Something to know. And you're really very passionate about life, I think. But what a lovely energy. I mean, you're a healer. You bring such a healing vibration, Kat, to the earth plane.
Oh, very much so. You're so calm. You make me feel like a tuning fork. I'm so wired right now, and I'm like an anxious person anyway.
Oh, yeah.
But you're so chillaxed. Is that a word?
Yeah, chillaxed.
You're also, I feel like you even have abilities for mediumship or as a medium. Have you ever conversed with the spirit world at all as a child?
Kind of, yeah. So when I grew up in a really religious house, and my parents my parents are they're Christian, and they're really into the spiritual world, and they kind of taught me a lot about that growing up from a Christian perspective, but it's similar. I mean, it's all spiritual stuff. So
awesome.
Yeah, I used to dabble in that a bit. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, because I feel like you have an ability for mediumship, and you can develop that. Our book will help you with that. But trust your inner GPS. Don't block it. I feel the reason you block your inner voice is because you were killed in a past life for doing that. For you were actually a psychic in a past life.
Wow.
I want to say oracle. I'm hearing the word oracle. So almost like the Sibyls of the Greek mythology. They were real psychic women, but they didn't predict the future. They were actually killed if they predicted the future. So maybe you did that.
Oh my gosh, that's so intense.
Under threat of death. Go ahead.
Yeah. The Greek oracles were not really allowed to predict future events. They more, gave warnings or, kind of guidance as to the best guidance about the best path to take. Maybe should you go into war at this point, and so on. Anyway, any questions you have about those things? We can touch on them in our...
No questions so far. This has all just been really interesting.
Awesome. Anything that comes to mind.
It's interesting. The dolphin's interesting that you said that, because they're my favorite animal since I was a kid.
Oh, is it really?
And I actually, before I started doing internet stuff, my career path from the ages of 3 to 20 was I was going to work with whales and dolphins.
Oh, come on. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Now the whale, that's interesting. The whale is communication as well, and teaching.
Yeah.
So I really feel, a lot of people think that dolphins are more intelligent than humans. Do you believe that?
I don't know if they're more intelligent, but they're definitely on
They're
par.
up there.
They're very smart.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah.
Highly intuitive,
Cool.
very in tune with the rhythms and patterns
Yeah.
around them, and you have that same attunement with your environment. You will become even more in tune as you start to practice it more and meditate more.
Did you ever swim with the dolphins?
I did.
Oh my gosh.
A couple times.
You'll have to post a photo of of it right after.
And it's supposed to be good for like pregnant women. I don't know why, but they swim, pregnant women swim with the dolphins. This is a true thing. But they help you shift out of negative patterns as well. Did you know that?
Yeah.
So they teach you a lot, the dolphin.
Yeah.
Why am I picking up grief? It feels like a loss of a pet or a dog or something. There's grief that you're holding on to.
Like right now?
Yeah, it's subconscious for you.
There's just some like crazy stuff going on. It doesn't have to do with dogs, but there's some like love life stuff that's like
Angst.
It's really like
Agita.
Yeah.
You have agita with guys. Yeah, join the club. That's why we don't date. No.
Okay, so would you like to know a little bit about career?
I would love to hear about my career.
Oh, I feel good things coming for you.
Yeah, me too. I see TV opportunities coming, more like an over the top, or
It's called an OTT.
OTT, over the top. It's sort of not really TV, but it's more
A series like
a
YouTube
series.
Red.
Yeah, like YouTube Red is an OTT. I see opportunities like that. So did she coming in.
It feels like
It's
9
coming
to
in
12. Yeah, 9 to 12 months.
next year.
Period time frame. Is that what you got? Lynn?
I did. I think put out more feelers. If you have an agent, have them kind of put more feelers out because you're very talented. You're very talented, more versatile than people tend to think you are. I think you could even do some comedy, but there's something holding you back from doing that. I don't know why. It's a hesitancy.
I'm kind of shy, so I get like, and I'm afraid of failing, so I get like, I have ideas of things I want to do, but then I'm like, if I'm not really good at it, then I don't want to try.
Okay.
You know what? I really feel like we're kind of a lot alike,
Terry,
in many ways. And the shyness and the fear of failing and all of that, we have that too. But I have more of the shyness. I had so much stage fright. I can't believe we were actually professional comedians for close to 20 years. And I was able to overcome it to some extent, to a great extent. Even doing YouTube is challenging for me, to be honest. Do you sometimes feel challenged by that?
YouTube, not when I'm by myself, like filming in my house, but if I have to like go somewhere else, or if I have to be on someone else's camera, then I'm suddenly like very aware of myself. But if I'm here, then it's by myself, it's like totally easy. But being somewhere else is like,
a little bit of a challenge. You're still young, so I feel like the more you do it, you're going to completely overcome that. You could try hypnosis. You could try EFT, which is a tapping technique where you could, for instance, you say, even though I have stage fright, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And you're tapping certain points when you say it, even though I have stage fright, I love and accept myself. Even though I have stage fright, I'm amazing. And there are YouTube videos that teach you how to do the tapping. And it really, really helps, Kat.
Interesting. I started an acting class because I want to get over my stage fright. It's awful, but like I know it's good.
Your first time. Okay.
I struggled in acting class as well. What you might try to do, it's a little bit terrifying, is improv class.
Oh,
I know.
That is like the worst.
That's terrifying for you.
It's scary.
All the more reason you need to do that.
I'm working on acting right now.
That's your homework.
Baby steps. Baby steps.
Because you really honestly will overcome it and you'll get better at it. And you're going to find that you're really good at it.
I think you're going to be surprised, and even in your 30s, I think getting more confidence and going, gee, I don't know why I was ever shy to do this. It's fun. And I think you're going to find that everything flows more. When you're expressing more of it, you have a great sense of humor. But you don't really give yourself permission to go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it. I see a commercial coming too in the next...
I was just going to say that.
It feels like a TV commercial. I'm not sure if I don't think it's national necessarily, but it feels like it's going to pay a nice amount of money for you.
I'll take it.
Yeah. And
you have such a commercial look. I mean, you are so beautiful, and I think you have to do commercials. You have to. So get yourself a sizzle reel. Do you ever do voiceover?
I saw voiceover coming.
I've done a couple voice acting things before, just like random little jobs, but I haven't done a ton of voiceover.
Okay, I see more coming in, so get yourself like, I guess they call it a voiceover reel. And it doesn't have to cost a lot, but get yourself out there. It's a little bit cliquish. Once you get in with the group, you get, it's sort of like background work, you have to be in the clique, it's harder than
hard to break
people
into.
think to break in, but I see more of that coming up.
Yeah, a really good phase coming. It feels like later this year and into 2017 and 18. Good phase for you, and I want to talk more about that in part 2 as well. I'm assuming this will be part 1.
Yes.
Well, I think we might have covered a lot in that part, don't you think? And then we could go on to part 2.
All right. Well, thanks guys for hanging out, and we're about to film part 2. Be sure to check out their channel, subscribe to them, look at the video. All the links will be down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and let me know in the comments what you think about all of this. And yeah, I'll see you guys here soon.
Great.
Bye.
Bye.